Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, and I swear to God, this has to be a bit. We're going to talk about that FaZe Clan kid, that Lacy. Do you remember this? We talked about him a couple of months ago. That he was very angry that he was only making $2,000 a day on Twitch. Now, granted, that was down from 10 grand a day, but his advertising dropped off a cliff. He was only making $2 grand a day. What was he going to do? He was going to be a mailman. Remember that? We'll talk about that. Well, now he's out there again complaining that he went to Kick and he's only making $1,500 a stream on Kick. Only making $1,500 a stream. And he said he streamed for 9 hours. 9 hours. It's a long time to stream. He only streamed for 9 hours. And that breaks down to like $160, $170 an hour. You know, God, how is he going to live? How is this guy going to live? Oh my God. Look, I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of these streamers who are making this ridiculous money today are going to be flat ass broke in a couple of years because they clearly have no concept of money. Unless this is all a bit, unless this is all for show. But I'm seeing so many of these younger streamers, these younger influencers, especially just not having any concept of basic economics and what average people actually make. And I'm like, where the hell did you come from? Did you never work a day job before? Because I'm getting the vibe a lot of these people never worked a day job. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, check out badorks.com while you're at it. Badorks.com. We got some bad orc pins out there. So I'm going to go out to the original article. I'm going to do a recap for you. This is Deserto from last fall. It was last November. FaZe Lacy blasts Twitch and claims he's only making $2,000 a day from ad revenue. So FaZe Clan's Lacy is hit out at Twitch after a massive drop in his ad revenue, claiming he's now only making $2,000 a day. When it comes to making money from live streaming, streamers have a few different avenues to go down. There, of course, are donations, subscriptions, brand partnerships, but ad revenue has been a massive boost for some. Now, Twitch, as I understand it, the ad revenue is not that fantastic, but for him, apparently it is, or was. For some streamers who have exclusive contracts, they've been able to negotiate their split on ads and the number of which they have to run per stream. However, even if you don't have such a deal, you can still make big money. This was shown when former Call of Duty pro Parasite revealed how much he made a few months back off Twitch. Lacy has apparently seen a massive drop in his ad revenue. Again, this is last fall. So now he's trying out Kick because a lot of people are going to Kick, including Asmongold, who comments. So I'm going to react to Asmongold's reaction. It was like reactception or something. But it's interesting because he went to Kick. He made a bunch of money on Kick, but he's got a much larger audience. I'm assuming. I didn't even know who this guy was. I don't follow FaZe Clan, but I didn't know who this guy was even last fall. I'm like, damn, I'm doing it wrong. If you're making $10,000 a day, dude, I'm doing it all wrong. He said, I go and check my ad revenue. Yeah, I'm not getting ad revenue. I'm not getting the correct ad revenue. The issue with this is I don't even have tags in my name. I don't talk about politics. I don't do anything. Yeah, apparently they were cutting back on people talking about politics, right? He said, my ad revenue went from $10,000 plus at some points per day to now like $2,000 a day. For someone who was making upwards of 5 figures a day, now only making $2,000 a day off ad revenue, something's wrong. Something's going on where my ad revenue is not correct and it's not what it should be. This is where he got me. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. The FaZe Clan member said if he wanted to make $2,000 a day, he'd become a mailman. He must know some rich postal workers. So Twitch, if you don't fix my ad revenue and put back to normal, I'm not going to be streaming on the platform. I don't care. I don't do this for fun. This is my job. I do it to make a living. Hey, there are people out there trying to make a living on less than $2,000 a month there, dude. I mean, what? You just come off as being incredibly entitled. Is this like the male equivalent of these female streamers that are like insulting people? I don't know what it's called, but like these female Twitch streamers are insulting people and being like, you broke ass, give me, another $100 or something. It's ridiculous. That's what this feels like to me. It feels like he knows this is being ridiculous. He's trying to shake down his audience for more money. So now he's got a new one. And I about fell on my chair because he went to Kick thinking he was going to make a lot more money on Kick. And apparently it's not working out because he's only making $1,500 a day on Kick. Oh my God. So let's check this out.
I have decided that I'm not going to be multi-streaming on Kick anymore. I told you guys it was an experiment that I wanted to test out to see if it was worth it, if I liked it. And to be honest, it felt like I was separated from two chats.
He just got this kid. I swear to God. Was his dad like an oil baron or something? I mean, seriously, like just the entitlement that this kid just oozes. Like I didn't run the other clip, but I'm just like, every time I see this guy, I'm just like, my God, this is like one of those kids that would be out there on Instagram, like burning $1,000 bills just, just because he could.
That's number one. And number two, being completely honest and upfront with you guys, the money is not good enough. It was not good enough. It's simple as that. I streamed for 9 hours yesterday and I made $1,500 off of it, or $1,700. So
you streamed for 9 hours, you sat in a chair and you talked into the microphone and you made $1,500 to $1,700. Again, that breaks down to like $160, $170 some dollars an hour. And you're like, what, like 21, 22? What the fuck? How much money do you think people actually make? Well, this is the same guy, same brain trust, who thinks that mailmen make $500,000 plus a year. It's just unbelievable. Look, I don't wish for harm to happen to anybody in this space, right? It's tough. It's tough to do this, sometimes. But let's be honest here. You're not exactly out there digging ditches. You're not exactly out there putting your life on the line. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. You got a nice air-conditioned little space you're streaming from with your basketball and your Pokemon shit on the walls. I mean, seriously.
If I'm being completely upfront and honest, it's just the money's not worth having to, co-stream on two platforms. But listen, it's all love to Kick. I have nothing against Kick. I do like Kick, obviously.
The translation: Kick needs to pay me to be here. And I'm sorry, if they're going to throw some, look at Asmongold's face. That says everything right there. He's fishing for a deal. He wants a guarantee. He wants them to give him big bucks to come over. And there are a lot of other people. They'll take their chances. They really don't need you. I'm going to be honest. So like those deals are mostly over. Like Kick, to get people to the platform, they were throwing ridiculous money at Twitch streamers and YouTubers to move over to Kick. And I don't think that's the case anymore. Same with Spotify. They were like trying to poach every big podcast they could poach. And those deals don't exist anymore because they got burnt. I mean, for every one success they would have, right, they would probably have 20 people that they gave a bunch of money to that didn't perform. And whatever.
But it's just not really worth it at the time. I feel like if my name's going to be attached to a streaming platform, I respectfully, no ego shit, need to be making more than
just get.
I guess he has Asmongold's reaction.
More viewers.
Just get more viewers.
Just get more viewers. Like they pay you based off of viewers, right? And so like if you're making 1,700, you're not getting a lot of viewers, and so like just get more.
Yeah, basically, like if it's that easy to make money on Kick, if you have an existing Twitch audience and you're not making more money than that, then it's probably a you problem. I think this guy, again, I don't know. I know the deal basically with FaZe Clan, which I'm surprised are still around, right? But like, I think he got used to making $10,000 a day every day for years or a couple of years, and he thought it was always going to be this way, and it's not. I'm going to tell you right now, and this is something that we're kind of looking at too, being in this space. Not the same exact, because we don't stream all the effing time, but things are changing, and there are a lot of people in this space right now who are making really good money who will basically be broke within 2 years. And I hope to God I'm not one of them. No, I'm just saying, like, we can do other stuff. But it feels to me like everything is shifting. And at this point, like going out there and bragging about, oh my God, only $1,700 a day, only $2,000 a day is not worth my time. I'm like, I don't know, dude. You might be putting the fries in the bag, and I guarantee you they're not going to pay you that kind of money. Nowhere near that kind of money. Just unfreaking real. The entitlement and the disconnect from reality. This guy says Asmongold is going to stay relevant. Lacy, let's see here. Lacy, on the other hand, not so much. Yeah, Lacy's completely out of touch. Asmongold still lives in like his mom's old house and lives like he's making $30,000 a year, right? He's got like 5 shirts or whatever. Like, seriously, $1,700 a day and complaining is next level. Yeah, absolutely. That's just some bullshit. So this guy's on kick. God. Dude has to make sure he's being honest because he's probably generally a dishonest person. If you have to keep reminding people you're about to be honest, that's usually because you're not honest. The same with people. They're like, hey, you can trust me, bro. Trust me. I'm a nice person. Anybody that says that they're a nice person, that brags about being a nice person, is probably a bag of shit. To be honest, that's been my experience. I've run into this a lot of times. Oh, I'm a good Christian. I'm a nice person. I'm just very kind and empathetic, and I wouldn't do anybody dirty. No, that's to get you to drop your guard, right? I mean, the thing is, you show people how you are. And this guy's like, he's clearly in it for the paycheck, and he's mad. He's mad that he's not getting the money he was getting a year or two ago. Nobody is, except for Asmongold. Asmongold drank your milkshake, dude. Like, he took all your viewers, but like, God. Bro just wants one of those $1 million deals. Make the money good enough. He keeps ignoring the kick chat all the time and has the audacity to complain. It's all an engagement stunt. This person says, so for anyone who's a streamer, which platform is best to stream? Talking about Kick and Twitch. Maybe instead of get off the internet, stop crying, get a real job instead of soliciting to underage people for their parents' money, talentless nobodies. How come he already doesn't have millions of followers? Yeah. This is just ridiculous. Guy really said skill issue with this whole chest. Yeah. Asmon said kick ain't broke, you are. Yeah, that's exactly it. People aren't watching you, it's a you problem. And if he's not giving it a chance, if he was only over there for a couple days or whatever, a couple streams, that's not bad, right? $1,700 for the day's worth of work, if you call it that, it's not bad. God, just seriously, I can't even. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later. For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.